Seasons are such an interesting part of life. Seasons change. We've got summer, autumn, winter, and spring. And we've got seasons in life, seasons that are short, seasons that are long. Seasons change from cold to hot, to hard, to easy, to great, to a bit of a grind. And there are so many seasons that we face in life. And King Solomon in the Bible illustrates a great picture about seasons in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, reading on from 1. He says, "There is a time for everything, a season for every activity under the heavens, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance." And he goes on about all the different seasons throughout the chapter that we have in life. And I was actually speaking to someone who was married and he was doing a full-time job, and I was just, congratulating him, and I was just saying, it's great to see all these things go for him. And he actually said to me, James, as much as I enjoy these things, I wish that I enjoyed the seasons that I was in beforehand. So he was like speaking to a younger version of himself. As he was speaking to me, he was saying, just make sure that you value every season that you're in for what it is and what you can get out of it. And that got me thinking about all the seasons that I'm in. Sometimes I could be very future-minded. I could think about what I want, but neglect where I am today. And it doesn't help me get to what I want to do because I'm not getting the things I need to out of today. I'm not preparing myself. And a good test of this was when I was at summer camp. I was there for 14 weeks of ministry with the kids and with the counselors. I was away from home in America, and I was away from my family and out of my comfort zone. And throughout the whole 14 weeks, people say to me, "Don't you miss home? Do you wish you were home today?" But I remember telling them, what? I love being here in this season, and I'm only here for this short time. I've only got 14 weeks to make the most of it. So I'll be here today focusing on this, and I'll be at home when home comes. So this allowed me to really focus on and using everything that I have and everything within my ability to make camp the best experience for me and for the kids that I was with, and also for me to learn so much as I can out of the 14 weeks, because I was focused on being here, being present, and being planted in those 4 weeks in that season. And now that I'm back home, I'm very grateful of the things that I've learned from summer camp. I'm very proud of the fact that I was able to be present and focused on the task at hand. And this got me thinking about how there are different seasons in life. And too often, it can be very dangerous for people to be dreaming about the seasons ahead because they're complaining about the season they're in. They don't like the season that they're in, that they begin to think about the season they want to be in. They plan for that season, and they begin to become absent-minded in the present because they're so focused on the future that they miss out on everything they have right in front of them, that it's got to prepare them for the very future that they're dreaming of. They don't get out what they ought to be getting out of this season because they're focusing too much on what's ahead instead of what's now. And that was a problem that I had. And people were trying to pull me back, saying, "Hey James, you've got to focus on where you are so you can actually not neglect the opportunities that you have here." And I'm so thankful for that because, it's not an issue of planning. It's not a problem to be planning and thinking about the future. But if you're doing it so much that it dominates your mindset, it dominates your thinking, you definitely miss out on what's in front of you. And the thing is, every season has something to bring into your life. It has some lessons, it has some growth, it has something that you can learn from, and I guarantee you that there are opportunities in the very season that you are in today as you're watching this video. You just need to know what kind of season you're in and how to approach that season, knowing what it is and what you can get out of it, and therefore attacking that season in that mindset. And the thing is, every season allows us to increase our capacity. It allows us to bring width into our life and depth into our life as we navigate each season with intentionality, as we navigate each season with purpose, as we navigate each season with an open mind to learning and understanding who we are and how the world works and how our lives work and how the seasons work, we can begin to tackle the very next season with the lesson that we've learned, with the capacity and the width and the depth that we've developed in those seasons will hold us in good and great stead in the future, because chances are the next season requires more from you, requires more responsibility, requires more wisdom and understanding, and requires more effort and commitment and the very characteristics that you've been developing in the times of your season that you are currently in. So my encouragement for you is don't underestimate or undervalue the very season that you are in today, but instead take it all for what it is, dig deep, stand firm, and just attack that season with everything you have and get the very thing that you need to get out of it so you continue to grow and continue to build that capacity, depth, and width that will hold you in good stead and with great success in the future season to come. You are where you are today with a purpose. So be inspired, be challenged, and be blessed. See you later.